So what's up? Hi. Hi, this is Sagar, and today I'm gonna talk about a very important thing. I hope you are all able to hear me. Um, I usually talk about productivity tools, how to be more productive, efficient, how to deliver your work in a nice, proper manner. And these days, I've also started talking about AI. AI is not just a hype or a hawa, but this is actually a good chance for all of us to secure the future finances of ourselves. And my ultimate goal in making YouTube videos is just personal greed, so to say. The personal greed is just improving myself. I hope to improve other few people as well in the coming journey of YouTube. Whoever is totally interested in getting back to me on what their intentions are and how they uh, let me just do this, and how they aim, how they have the aim of improving themselves for their own personal greed. Do check out my YouTube page or just give me a DM. I guess most of you are connected to me on Instagram, so let's see what happens. And today I'm actually going to talk about a very important thing of what is the actual way of working, what is the actual way of executing things, and what is the actual way of remembering a lot of things. uh, Most of the times I don't usually make very big videos. I might have made only 30-minute videos, but this time I'm gonna talk for at least 10 minutes or so, I think so. But this time speaking for 10 minutes also is also a big thing for me, because let's see what happens. So I have written down something on the paper, and I'm gonna talk about what is written on the paper in brief. And for this, my first point would be, I focus on this art of journaling. So ये journal करना मतलब क्या होता है? What is this journaling thing? You might have seen your parents, your grandparents have done this thing, that whenever they go to a kirana shop or something like that, they make this list, okay, of things, what to do, what to not to do, and in how much quantity they need to purchase these items. And this is nothing but journaling only. So what happens is, when they keep on just writing down things for a particular duration of time, let's say 5 months, 6 months, a year, or let's say 2 3 years, they can just go back to those old pages and just see what was the actual rate, what is the rate now, how much quantity they used to procure from the kirana shop, that nearest retail market, and how much are they procuring now. So they get some kind of an analysis, quantitative and qualitative analysis for that sense. And somewhere down the line, if you're writing things, you're thinking as well, and that becomes a part of your thinking mindset, okay, the way you communicate to people. So that is why this is the most important thing. Journaling is extremely important. So to say, I'll tell you a secret. The secret is, I guess my grandfather has done a lot of journaling, and he was able to execute a lot of things due to that matter. And so journaling has an extreme importance in everybody's life. So even if we are living in this 21st century era of AI, this is the start of 2025, I do personally think that we should all maybe write things, or just use the notes app in your Samsung, whatever the mobile you have, whatever it is, but do make sure you are journaling things. This was the first point. Let me go to the second point, which is okay, these are just the techniques. So the techniques are, someone talks about five Feynman techniques, somebody might talk about the 10,000 hour rule. So what are those techniques? It's those techniques are only devised to make you more efficient, be more productive in whatever sense you find it beautiful. The Feynman technique is, if you want to learn something, if let's say if you want to learn about camera, which is in front of me right now, let's say if you want to learn about camera, let me just, I think I don't have the light connection here, just a minute. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I hope you are all able to see me. So I was talking about Feynman technique. So let's say if you are have this camera in front of you all. So if you want to know everything about the camera, so the first thing, you will just look at the camera. The second day, you might do something like read about the camera on a newspaper, if you happen to find an article about camera. The third day you might hear about camera. On the fourth day you might see a camera in different places, some other model of camera. So every day you are finding some new information about a particular thing or a subject, and with experiences you are learning something about that particular subject. And within a particular after a particular time you become a pro because you are constantly in exposure to that thing. Okay, in this way you learn a lot of things about that particular thing. The second thing is the 10,000 hour rule. It is usually said that if you spend your time learning or being in exposure of a particular thing or a subject for maybe some 10,000 hours, uh, you might be a very pro, you might become a very pro in that skill. And let me just add something. Okay, I find this particular book by James Clear extremely helpful in most of our lives, which is the Atomic Habits by James Clear, wherein I'll tell you in the Marathi what we say, it's the sar of the book, the summary of the book. The summary of book is just get habits which you can easily get, remove the friction. And let's say if you want to go to the gym, I guess it's more difficult to wake up in the morning. If you're thinking of going to the gym in the morning, it's more difficult to wake up in the morning than it is difficult to go to the gym itself. So in order, if you want to go to the gym, just make sure you are anyhow able to get up. How would you be able to get up? Tell your mother, tell your brother, tell your father as well. Get the socks in front of your bed, get the shoes in front of your bed, get the water bottle in front of your bed. Anyhow, just try how you can improve the chances of yourself going to the gym. This way you can go to the gym. And if you want to complete your water target, the daily water target, what you should be doing is just make sure you are able to see the water bottle anywhere. If you are at your home, let's say if you sit in front of your bed in your bedroom, most of the times, more than half of the time you are in the bedroom on the bed. So ensure the water bottle in your bed is filled. The second thing, how would you ensure the water in the water bottle is filled? Just make sure you get it filled every day. Okay, so these are the small techniques you should be following up. I have, okay, another thing is the use of productivity tools. So on the internet we see a lot of productivity tools, but I don't think they're all of just make any sense to us. The only two productivity tools I find these days, the first one is Excel. If you're using a laptop or any notes app, just make sure you're able to see those things in front of your mobile phone in a bigger format, in the bigger font, so that it is visible to you at least, and it keeps on reminding you that this particular task needs to be done. The second thing is just using Microsoft Excel. I don't personally prefer Google Sheets. I don't like the format, but that kind of a thing like Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets is extremely good. What happens is when you have data in the form of rows and columns, you kind of have some pattern or some picture in front of you. Okay, so you see those things daily in front of your eyes, and your mind is just captivating those things, those data. You kind of derive some patterns in front of your eyes, and it gives you direction, it gives you insights. We say na, data gives you insights, or insights means what? Anything that you can measure can be achieved. Okay, this is the most important thing. The second thing is using the notes app. I have talked about this thing before, but just please make sure you're journaling things, you're writing things in the notes app. For the very first few days, I guess it would be extremely difficult for you all to type things, write on your notes, but this is the most important and most fruitful habit of yours that will be helpful for you in the coming future. The third thing is just the new thing called AI, the artificial intelligence. Use Gemini, use ChatGPT. These are the generative AI tools. Those are actually free of cost. I don't promote using the advanced version of those things, but just see on YouTube, just check on YouTube how to use Gemini. how to use chat gpt, how can I learn a new language on chat gpt. You can do a lot of things on chat gpt. That is, I mean, lot of things. The other day, my father was, my uncle and my father are engaged in farming as well. So they were actually looking for new techniques to improve the soil fertility, the soil erosion, reduce the soil erosion. So they asked AI, and AI suggested them a few labs, a few agricultural centers near their own area, where they can go and test the soil, where they can just know the new techniques. Don't just think that AI is American at all. It can even be Indian as well, indigenized as well, because a lot of data is fed into AI, and data is already inside, and it's measurable. Okay. Um, okay, you might have heard about those fine tuning the things. Um, have you all heard about radio? So radio, what happens is you reach a particular frequency, and let's say if you want to reach a channel 98.3 red fm. So if you go to 98.2, like, you can hear the voice, but you can hear the sound, but it is not clear. When you go to 98.4, the voice is also not clear. But when you just fine tune in between 98.2 and 98.4, you get 98.3 somehow, and the voice is extremely clear. So you just need to fine tune the processes that you are seeing in front of your eyes. So when I talk about processes, the first thing that I get in front of my eyes is, you need to observe things, you need to observe patterns in front of your life. If you uh, see, nothing in our life is, we need to learn, there's nothing like that we need to learn each and everything. We just need to observe things. Let's say a manager is there in a department. Maybe this is the first time he's managing a big team. Maybe this is the first time he's going to learn a new software. Maybe this is the new time he's entering new department. But he'll observe out of his own experiences. So just observe the processes, the process flow, and derive patterns out of it. Deriving patterns is what I actually focus on most of the times. Okay. And okay, this is the most important thing that I feel is staying idle. I still remember that one of my colleagues at work, he told me that Sagar, what according to is an ideal manager. So as usually, ideally, I told him that an ideal manager is the one who can get the work done out of his team, gives efficiency, more efficiency than ever, gets the work done, obviously. And okay, so I was actually fascinated by the answer that he gave, and his answer was, so Sagar, do you know the actual answer is? I'll give you a very good answer. So his answer was, a manager is the one who is actually sitting idle the whole day. Okay, so I thought of it for a while, and then I heard about his next statements. His statements were, a manager should be ideal. It means the people under his supervision should be working all the time, so that he remains idle. His mind should always be empty, because so that he's able to think what new thing he can do for his own team, how he can improve the efficiencies. Okay, so this is the most important thing, that just try to be alone if it is possible. Just try to have little bit, embrace solitude. Try to make your manager empty minded. Just let me know if this thing, if you didn't understand this thing, let me know. Okay, the last and the most important thing that I feel is, what this big companies, what they do is, they focus on planning a lot. Let's say you might have heard about this thing like sharpening the axe before cutting the tree. If you focus more on sharpening the axe, then you focus more time on cutting the tree, maybe the tree will get cut very faster than usual. So what it means is, just focus more on planning things rather than executing. Obviously executing is also a very important thing, but You should also focus a lot of time on planning things, like what is the roadmap, or define the thing, set the scope of the thing. This is what is most important. So I hope you all might have learned a lot of things from what all I said. I'll revise what I have said up till now. So the first thing that I told you all is the topic is actually the what is the actual way of working. So the first thing that I told you all is the art of journaling. The second thing is the techniques, for example, the Feynman technique, the 10,000 hour rule. The third one is I give you an example from the Atomic Habits book. The third thing is use of productivity tools like MS Excel. Maybe I'll talk about give you an example from MS Excel in some other video. The other thing that I talked about was embracing the use of AI. The next thing is fine tune the things, set processes. Second last thing is staying idle is more important. So let your mind be empty so you get more ideas to optimize things. And the most last thing is focus on planning more than executing. I hope you all might have understood a lot of things from me. So subscribe to my channel, share these thoughts if you like. Thank you so much and have a really great day. Bye.